Kawhi Leonard has been dominating in the playoffs, but in his typical fashion, he's not saying much. So The Athletic spoke to a bunch of Kawhi's college teammates from his days at San Diego State. Turns out, Kawhi had a motto in college. The board man gets paid. Yesterday, he revealed what that means.
I used to say that back when I was in high school and college. Just wanting to get to this league. It's about working hard, basically, outworking the opponent. Rebounds help you win games, big rebounds, offensive rebounds, limiting the team to one shot, and that used to be our motto. Some of us that were in college that was trying to get to this point.
How do you like that, Shannon? What does this tell you about Kawhi?
I love it. It tells me everything I need to know about board man. They get paid. I once saw Pat Summick doing a halftime speech says, no rebounds, no wins. Kawhi Leonard.
I think Pat Riley said no rebounds, no rings.
Well, I heard her say it.
Okay.
But I didn't say
I
didn't say she coined the phrase.
All right.
We're going to talk about this later. Maybe she should have copyrighted like somebody else trying to steal somebody else's moniker. But that's neither here nor there. I'm talking about Kawhi.
Okay.
Skip, it just goes to show you his nature. Skip, that's how Dennis Rodman made it to the NBA. Dennis Rodman's offensive game would have kept him out of the NBA. But because he was a monster on the glass, and that's what Kawhi's like, his offensive game had to catch up. Could play defense. In the article, it said the coach is like, help defense. He's like, why do I need to help? Why can't they just stay in front of their man like I do? That's why great players, it's hard for them to make great coaches, you see? He think it's easy. He's like, because it's a breeze for him. But Skip, he just goes to show you, he's blue collar. He's not Hollywood. He said, I'm willing to do the dirty work. Because I never thought, because he never saw himself as a guy that was going to have an offense run through him for him. So he says, for me to make it, I got to play D and I got to crash the boards. So board man get paid. If I can rebound the ball in defense, okay. They pay those type of guys in the NBA. Look at Dennis Rodman. Look at Ben Wallace, Dikembe Mutombo, Dwight Howard. I can be that. Lo and behold, carved out him a nice little niche. And now he one of the 3 best players in the world. Board man.
Board man. I'm bored of this.
There you go. There you go again.
I carefully went back and read this. It's The Athletic, right? Is that what
Yes, Athletic.
Okay, so I read the story. It's well done. It's like an oral history of this guy who doesn't yet deserve an oral history.
Yes, he does.
Whatever. And the myth-making in this story was mind-boggling to me and ultimately stomach-turning to me because it's straight mythology. Because the first anecdote I read is one year, number 2 had an 8 a.m. class, and they felt like they had to get him up for it. So if he's that hardcore dedicated, he would just get up. Did you ever have an 8 a.m. class? I had a whole bunch of them.
All my classes were 8 a.m.
Okay, well, did you get up?
Yeah.
Yes, you got up by yourself.
But Skip,
Somebody have to knock on your door? No.
Skip, I was raised on a farm.
Okay, well, there it is. So the myth making here is that one day they went looking for him to get him up for his 8 o'clock class. They couldn't find him. They go to the gym. He is, according to this story, he was rebounding by himself. That's a first for me. I've been covering this game for God knows how many years, back into the middle 70s when I covered the Lakers here for the LA Times. I have never, ever heard of even Dennis Rodman rebounding by himself. So I'm trying to picture what you do. You throw the ball up off the glass, and then you jump for it and grab it against air. Because nobody else is fighting for it. You're fighting yourself for the basketball.
I used to do that too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been like great rebounds when I was a kid. Wes Unseld. He was chairman of the boards. Moses Malone.
Yeah.
So the rebound, Skip, you know,
6'6".
Skip, you throw it against the backboard, you get it.
You might do that once or twice, but you don't go by yourself to the gym to practice rebounding by yourself. If you want to throw the ball up on the glass against 2 or 3 other opponents.
I used to practice diving on the floor too.
You? Okay.
You get loose balls.
You're right.
I want to watch this.
Okay, this is straight,
Can you reenact this?
Straight mythology. And then I'm hearing about the team manager says, I've never seen anyone ever work harder in my whole life. Okay, way to go. So you're talking blue collar, hard work.
Hard worker.
But yet, this hard worker won't play hurt. So the not playing hurt disqualifies the hard worker.
No.
They don't go together.
Skip, I know a lot.
Okay, so you're blue collar, but you're soft. What is it?
Well, hold on.
That's a contradiction in terms.
I know a lot of people that work hard and love their job, but they ain't working sick.
Oh.
So, you ain't gonna work sick, huh? No.
They go hand in hand.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
To me, they do.
No.
I got to knock on wood before I say this, but do I miss shows? No.
There you can see.
I'm just saying.
What you trying to say?
I'm trying to say you work hard and you show up and you play hurt. When you're sick, you don't feel like it, you just play.
Skip.
Play. Do you play hurt? Yes, you do.
I did.
Sometimes you're sick and you play.
Skip.
Okay.
If you got
I'm talking about doing the show, you play hurt.
Yes.
Yes.
There have been times, yes.
Thank you.
But if you have it tendonitis in your knee, if you got something going on with your foot,
I'm not
you
talking
can do
about that. I got that. But you just keep going. You just show up. So he's disqualified from all this. Now we get to the Michael Jordan highlights.
What do you say? What do you say?
Everybody says that when he was in college that he was a Jordan nut. That when games would end, he would go right in and go on YouTube to watch Jordan highlights. That he wouldn't text, says the coach. He would go to Jordan on YouTube. He'd watch it all day, every day. Michael Jordan. And everybody says that he would always say to his teammates, "I'm Mike. You like LeBron? You like Kobe? Yeah, they're cool. But I'm Mike. I want to be the best, the greatest," says this guy when he was at San Diego State. And I want to remind this guy right now that Michael Jeffrey Jordan 9 times played all 82 games, and 2 other times he played 80-plus games. So that's 11 times he played 80-plus of the 82-game schedule. That's what you call dedication. That's what you call playing through pain.
Yeah, he's very fortunate, too.
Oh, he's very what?
Very fortunate not to have an injury that would sit him down. I mean, because the injury that he had, he broke his foot. That was the injury that kept him out halfway, about 50 games his second year.
Because I know the great Tim Grover, who trained Michael Jordan through his Chicago days. I know how many little big injuries he had to play through, including lots of knee tendonitis. He just sucked it up and played. Whatever had to get done to get him on the floor, he played. And we got the classic flu game. You know, the worse he was, the better he was.
How sick
Okay,
was
well, who knows how sick he was, but I think he was very sick.
Oh, you think he was very sick?
That's what Tim Grover told me.
Well, but see, why you do that? See, like Michael Jordan, he was sick. Oh, my goodness, he was on his deathbed. And Kawhi tell you that he was hurt. He wasn't hurt. Nothing was wrong with him.
Well, what do your eyes tell you?
My eyes tell me that he's limping. I saw him flush on Jordan Bell, and then he had to check his steps to get his feet right. That's not normal for an NBA player.
He exploded past him. Nobody does that to Jordan Bell. Nobody does that. What do your eyes tell you?
Any NBA
He's
player,
just fine.
if you're watching this show, can you hit me up on Twitter or IG to let me know, is that normal what Kawhi did on that flush on Jordan Bell?
Tony Parker, would you hit us up right now?
Tony Parker,
Manu Ginobili, hit us up right now. Please, Tim Duncan, I would like to hear from you right now. Please, put this in perspective.
First of all, Tony Parker, he ain't even got he got a flip phone.
He ruptured his quadriceps muscle, and he said my injury was 100 times
kept his mouth shut.
100 times worse than a thigh bruise.
Teammates and brothers, hold on. Do you speak on Rick's behalf? Do you say negative things about Rick? Of course you don't. That's your brother. Tony Parker and Kawhi Leonard, that's what they say on team. That's my brother. I got my brother's back until it's not in the best interest of me.
Your brother won't be with you because he's jaking it. He's got a phantom injury.
No, I ride with Sterling Sharp. We ride. Keith Burns and Bucket, they know. If they sick, we sick.
So
you sick,
I conclude with this point that I believe this is the coach talking. He says he describes number 2 as low maintenance, high production.
That's what I'm talking about.
He is the highest.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
He is the highest I've ever witnessed. It's every night. I don't have time to list the litany of injuries he, quote unquote, suffered through his San Antonio days. It was it's the hand, it's the wrist, it's the knee, it's the shoulder, it's the Achilles, it's the foot. It's every night it was something. And I'd say, can he just play like 3 games in a row?
And did he play? And when he played, though, how was it?
He could be pretty good.
Oh, pretty
I
good.
mean, he won Finals MVP, averaging 17 points a game. You impressed with
Okay,
that?
what about the All-NBA teams?
And by the way, he was Finals MVP. And what did you remind me of earlier? You thought the Spurs were going to quit making threes, and they made every three. Was that him? No, that wasn't him.
He made some.
That was Patty Mills and Marco Bellinelli, and that was a whole bunch of shooters.
That was everybody. Everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if social media is going to come to y'all's rescue today, but Kendrick Perkins, an NBA champ, is going to be coming up.
Where are you?
So he can give you some
Get in here.
perspective and also tell us, should Kawhi's team now be favored to win it all? We've got much more, but we got to take a break. We're back in